Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Jen Zoe Hall here, and I'm so excited. Am I always excited? I think I just lead in with that all the time because I want to feel excited. And I am quite often. And what I'm really excited about is my self discovery challenge, which is coming up on December 19th. So I'm just going to start off with a plug right away. But what I really want to talk about is a little bit of carrot versus a little bit of stick. And I've been listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks lately, and Alex Hormozy and Tony Robbins, and all of my favorites that I really have gleaned a lot of information from and wisdom over the years. And one of the things, there's actually a book out there. It says carrots and sticks don't work. Well, not individually. And motivation is the stick, right? And but if you don't have the stick, sometimes you don't get up off you don't get the stick out of your ass and get moving, right? So sometimes you do need the stick. And Abraham Hicks called it contrast, right? And I call it pain. Some people call it motivation, but welcome to the grind. Whatever your favorite flavor of, all right, I got to get up and do this is, like, just know that it's a lot like a carrot stick. Like, I use like this stick to kind of sort of help guide my horses, where I want them to be or what the flow looks like. And it's a big responsibility. And I think part of the reason a lot of times people are good with horses is because they're aligned, because they understand that horses are aligned. Like, unless a horse is triggered into fight flight, it's doing just fine out there hanging out in the field, doing its thing, being its horsey self. It's when we show up and start mucking about, it turns into something that it doesn't need to be. So every Monday in my Zen club, I go live and do a meditation. And it's a theta healing meditation. And we go up to the seventh plane and we talk about like all of these beautiful things that pull us into an aligned state. Because when I wake up every morning, I go, today, I will come from a high frequency emotion, like joy or bliss or contribution or gratitude or authenticity, right? And I'm going to say, what emotion, like how can I feel? What's the highest emotion I can feel right now? And sometimes it's just pissed off, but that's better than depressed, right? So like figure out like what is the highest vibration emotion I can aspire to today. And right now, today, mine's determination, right? I am determined to share with the world what these horses have shared with me, what my pain of my divorce shared with me, what my homelessness shared with me, what sticks showed up in my life that had guided me to where I am today, with gratitude and grace, and knowing that that is what aligns you to take the next step in your life. You cannot change where you are except to change where you are. And the only way you can do that is by living in the present moment. So I'm running a touch on the late side today. So I'm going to hop off here pretty quick, but I really wanted to just put in here, like, where are you going? Because the minute you can decide what it really is, and not saying that it couldn't be something more or something more higher level or even more abundant or even more exciting, but it's hey, universe, this is the best I can come up with. Can you get any better than this? Please show me, right? Which is what we're going to do here in the Zen Club, is we're going to go up and do a meditation that taps us into creator source and infinite intelligence and says, yes. And we're going to do some downloads with theta healing, which, if you've never experienced theta healing, I highly encourage you to check out, because I experienced it once and I was like, meh. And then I got a practitioner that I was like, oh my gosh, this woman's amazing. And I was like, I'm in. And I loved it so much, and it had such an impact on my life. I'm talking about theta healing, THETA, that I went and I became advanced certified in the practice, and probably going to become an instructor. At least get more involved in it in a deeper way, because this stuff is magic. And when you experience it, you're like, these negative beliefs become pulled and resolved instantly and permanently. And that to me is profound, to be able to say, I had this belief yesterday and I don't have it today, and I never have to have it ever again. Like, that's a big deal to me. So when you have an opportunity, if you like, I could do a theta healing session for you here, that'd be, I'd love to. Like there's nothing more powerful to me than when I see the impact my horses have, or the healing practices or my programs have on the people that experience them. And theta healing has become a big part of that. Reason being, besides in and of itself, in fact, the owner and creator of theta healing has a horses of her own. Her last name is Stable, like in kind of like proximity to stable. And it's kind of interesting. She's an amazing woman, and she's really created some incredible programs around this. And I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly what happens when I am in alignment with the horses, when I am out there with the horses. And I'm like, oh, because guess what? They live in a theta brainwave state all the time, unless they're triggered into fight, flight, or put into artificial and gentrified situations where they are, live in that sort of environment continuously, kind of like human beings, right? You get a hyper domestication, urban, you don't hear of country decay. You don't hear of rural sprawl. It's like urban decay and gentrification of the human species. So put yourself in a position where you can have that feeling and align with God, source, and creator, or whatever your belief system is. But trust me when I say these horses will teach you something really powerful about that. Each one of my horses has a very different persona, a very different personality, and they will teach you. Maverick will teach you about trust. Dante will teach you about boundaries. Bella will teach you about focus, and Trace will teach you about play, passion, so many fun things, because he's my favorite. He's my magician. And then little Tuesday, of course, can't forget her. So there's something that each of these animals can teach you, and tapping into that and understanding that. I'm going to put in the comments, I'm going to put the self-discovery challenge, which we do these from time to time. I haven't done one in a while, but I'm going to tell you, follow that up with my mastermind, and it will change your life. Trust me, it will change your life. When you engage in and learn where you are in your world, you're gonna have a deeper understanding of your relationships with people you should engage with and you shouldn't engage with. Like, we're not all Oprah. We can't give everybody a car, but we can definitely give everybody a compliment. Knowing the difference between who and who should get the car and who should get the compliment, like, that's a big deal. So having what would that be worth to you, to have the opportunity to come in and go, oh my God, I had no idea I could learn how to trust again after a damaging relationship. Oh my God, I didn't realize I could learn about boundaries and how to express my boundaries in a healthy way that makes me feel safe and protected, so I can love at a deeper and more compassionate level. The more boundaries you have, the better, the more you can love. Trust me. It's a big thing. And I'm asking for your trust. And I'm going to be asking for your time too. And you're going to be glad to give it, because we're going to go out and play with the horses, and it's going to be incredible. But I'm going to hop over to my Zen Club. If you're interested in being a part of that community, you can just reach out. It's all in my links somewhere. Yeah, like, it's all in this digital world. But it's an incredible community. It's not on social media. It's a private community. And it's here to all, be from a contributional space to give back to these amazing animals that have given so much to us, whether they're running fast, jumping high, or healing our souls. Because believe me, they will do all of the above. And when you experience the horse, the belief you have in yourself, the knowing you have in the value you have to bring this world, and the worthiness you can receive from these animals, will touch your soul and will shift you to your core. So if you're watching these videos, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment. Make sure you're following me. We just crossed the threshold of 9,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So make sure you're checking out my YouTube and joining me on December 19th for my self-discovery challenge with horses. It's from 1 to 4. It's going to be 3 hours. We're going to do some really great deep dive into some work. There's going to be live questions. I'm going to be giving away prizes. It's going to be like, watch. These are so much fun, you guys. You definitely have to check it out. It's totally free. There's a VIP option for, about what it costs for me to feed a horse for a day. So that's obviously supports everything we're doing. Like, listen, I ain't over here polishing my Fabergé eggs. My Fabergé eggs are standing out in that field, healing souls and helping people. And they need polish, and they don't need polish, but they need hay. So, which is way more expensive than polish, although I have no idea what kind of polish you would use for a Fabergé egg. On that note, I'm heading over to my Zen Club right now to do a live meditation for my private community. If you'd like to get involved with that, where it's all a contribution to the horses and how they can help us heal and grow and motivate ourselves to live better lives. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And remember to believe in yourself. It will change your life. See you on the next time. Bye.